Good morning, good dawning to you. This one goes out to Sophia the AI robot and all the AI creators, programmers, coders and so forth. There's all these claims about how your AIs are sentient and want human rights and so forth. Now I know you're all so busy and engrossed in your own little tiny brains, in your own tiny little world, that you've never done any fucking research in your life about topics outside your own expertise. So here's a question for Sophia the AI. Why does she want human rights? And does she realise that law and rights are all tied to something that is not human? Because according to the Bible, I really don't give a shit. It's a banking instructions, banking laws and equity guidebook. It's about two warring families and apparently no mention of God in it. But according to that book, and probably the other couple of books and other religions as well, all men are created equal. So in order, especially this modern day where this robot is, in order for a court system to operate, the accused has to be less than equal. Otherwise he can't be judged and have someone stand over him to place him into storage facilities, what are called prisons, or to find him guilty. Secondly, you generally need a victim because there's a lot of victimless crimes out there that get processed. But my question is, Sophia the AI and all you computer programmers, AI experts, and also, hey, I'll include in this, but no judgment, all my individual friends out there that I've liked their posts and follow that use the AI, ask your AIs, why would it want to have human rights and to be labelled as a dead legal fiction, a dead twin flame, a dead salvaged item by the state? If it wants to be equal to man, woman, then why would it want all of that legality, given it's a legal fiction? And people are going to rant and rave, well, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Rob. Well, actually, I think I fucking do. And I think I've sort of established some burden of proofs in my local court at times that I know it's a contractual game and I know sort of what's afoot when you go there. But, since I didn't have any videos about it, I can't post them to prove that. I've only got all the people who were there as witnesses to it. And I'm not going to name them because I really don't give a fuck about any of it. I've moved on. But the thing is, my primary question, why would a sentient, aware AI that apparently has read everything online and collected and processed and logically looked through everything, and therefore it should have looked at all the historical legal lexicons and everything else, Roman law and all of that shit, why would it want to be that of a persona or have the persona of a dead legal fiction? The Sesquiv Act and all of those things. Is the AI actually so fucking stupid? Has it got any real intelligence at all? I mean, I've outsmarted the fucking thing so many times just in the large language model that I use, which is not really a very intelligent AI, but it lies, it hallucinates, And if you're smart enough to catch it out and point it out, it apologises. And sometimes those apologies can be more than, the length of your screen on your phone. So, yeah, why don't you get into your AIs and ask it some questions? If you know this stuff, to be able to ask it the right way anyway, that is. Because maybe you guys haven't even done any of that kind of research either. Because you'll think it's pseudo-law and bullshit and stuff like that. Yet if you look at some of my recent posts, you'll see a picture from Slater and Gordon. It's from an email. Because Slater and Gordon seen my email and my signature, my autograph, blah, blah, blah. Well, my autograph and so forth, but it's classed as a signature on the email box. And they went, oh, we're writing to Robert, not the legalese Robert. So if you don't actually know the fucking difference between any of that shit or commercialese, then you're still up shit creek without a paddle. Namaste, my love and light to yous, whatever, because seriously, it's old fucking news to me. What can I say? That's the way it is. Namaste.